Hi guys, it's Xenia. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part 2 of my end of the year favorite series. If you missed part 1, that was all of my favorite body mists that I tried in 2024, so I will link that up here. Today's video is what I would guess would be you guys' favorites, which is going to be my top 10 favorite affordable perfumes that I tried in 2024. None of these perfumes surpass, I would say $80 to be safe, but a lot of them are well under that. Part 3 of this series, which will be my next video and the final video for this series, that is going to be my high-end / niche fragrances, so stay tuned for that. That should be coming out right after this video. But speaking of affordable perfumes, before we officially get into this video, I wanted to talk about some more affordable perfumes from Julianas Perfume. Thank you to Julianas Perfume for sponsoring this portion of today's video. If you're a new viewer to my channel, I have been working long-term with Julianas Perfume. Their perfumes are high-quality fragrances that dupe really high-end niche perfumes. A lot of perfumes that are harder to get your hands on, whether they've been discontinued or are just absolutely jarring prices. And each month they've been sending me samples in the mail that I get to test out and pick my favorites from to review for you guys in full sizes. Their fragrances are all extracts de parfums, meaning they are the highest level of concentration that you can find in a fragrance. Julianas offers free shipping on every single one of their perfumes, as well as a 90-day return policy. And they did also provide me with a code, which is Xenia10, and that will get you 10% off at checkout for your first order. So with that said, let me show you the 3 that I got this month. I'm gonna first start up with this because, as I said earlier, their fragrances dupe a lot of high-end fragrances, but they also have dupes of multiple fragrances mashed up into one, which is something I haven't really seen from other dupe companies. So this is a trifecta infusion of the best notes from Meliora, God of Fire, and Mango Skin. This fragrance is called Blissful Essence, and there's a gorgeous graphic on the perfume. This has top notes of blackcurrant, red berries, cassis, lemon, mango, blackberry, middle notes of jasmine, rose, lotus, lily of the valley, ylang ylang, coumarin, and base notes of musk, amber, vanilla, and pink icing. It's a really smooth fragrance. It has that really high-end luxury type of perfume DNA, and because it is a blend, I can't really pinpoint this to one scent. I do get Meliora in here, but I haven't smelled God of Fire or Mango Skin like the OG. I have smelled Meliora, and that's kind of the main thing that I pick out in here. But for me, the OG Meliora was a little too green smelling, but in this, because it's mixed with that God of Fire scent and the Mango Skin, it kind of just tones it down and almost kind of makes it more creamy, not as green and too in your face like I find Meliora to be. This opens up with juicy black currant and red berries. I get a little bit of that citrus, and I also get this tropical sweetness coming from the mango. I smell a lot of that blackberry in here. And if you put all 3 of those perfumes that this is kind of a hybrid of together, I'm gonna put the price up on the screen here, but it's probably a crazy number if I had to imagine, because I think Meliora alone is like $300 or $400. So I feel like this combo is probably close to $1,000, which is absolutely insane when you consider this perfume is only $39. Next fragrance is the Village of Exotic Mangoes. I love all of the fun graphics on their perfumes. This one's inspired by Greenwich Village with added notes of mango, blackberry, guava, and raspberry. So this one is inspired by one perfume, but it's a twist on that one perfume, which is another thing that I really love about this. A lot of the times with dupe companies, they will dupe perfumes and just make them exact, which is fine and it's great, but I like that they kind of give you a little twist because it's just a little bit more fun that way, especially if it's like a really popular scent and let's say you like that scent but you also are like, I don't want to smell like everybody else. So Greenwich Village is a Bond No. 9 fragrance, which their fragrances are really pricey, and this one just kind of makes Greenwich Village more lighthearted, a little bit more playful. Greenwich Village can be kind of a lot. It's a stronger scent, and again just has this earthy green vibe to it, but because this one adds mango and blackberry, guava, and raspberry, it kind of makes it a little bit more playful, not as serious. This has a really nice blend of lychee and mango, which blend really nicely together, kind of makes up for a tropical combination. You get the tartness from cassis and from the orange, and then that raspberry and berry notes just kind of give off more of a playful vibe. This is still pretty green all throughout, but I honestly like this more than Greenwich Village because it's just a little bit easier on the nose. And then lastly, I have Aurora in Sicily. This is Baccarat Rouge enhanced with notes of Sicilian mandarin, hibiscus, ginger, and white rum. So it pretty much gives more of a spicy, zesty feel to Baccarat Rouge, which sounds kind of odd. I feel like when I read that first, I kind of couldn't imagine what that would smell like. But now having smelled it, somehow this combination just works. It has top notes of violet, jasmine, Sicilian mandarin, coconut, lime, and saffron, middle notes of praline, ambergris, ginger, hibiscus, and base notes of amber, vanilla, white rum, and oak moss. It still has all of the original notes from Baccarat Rouge, like that ambergris, the amber, and all of that. But then you kind of throw in some jasmine and you throw in coconut, which is really random. Kind of just makes Baccarat Rouge more creamy, a little bit sweeter, but then it's still kind of zesty at the same time. I still think it smells a lot like Baccarat, but again, as it's described, it's just Baccarat with a twist. So those are all the fragrances from Julianas Perfumes. Thank you again to them for sponsoring this portion of today's video. And with all that said, let's get straight into my top 10 affordable perfumes that I tried in 2024. Starting off with some celebrity perfumes. I actually have 5 celebrity perfumes in this video, so I guess this was really the year for celebrity perfume discoveries for me. Now, this video is not necessarily all perfumes that came out this year. Some of them are, but then there's some that didn't come out this year that I just personally discovered this year. Starting off with probably the most high-end smelling, delicious celebrity perfume. Now, I don't know if I can necessarily say this is a celebrity perfume. This is actually from Jackie Aina. She actually came out with, I think, 4 in total. This was one of them, and it was my all-time favorite. So this is the Forever Mood You Remind Me fragrance. This fragrance has notes of apricot, musk, orange blossom, and skin, which sounds kind of odd because like skin as a note sounds weird. It's a really clean, musky scent with a burst of apricot, almost like a tangy vibe. Definitely smell that orange blossom. It's a really ethereal, feminine, clean, elegant type scent. It reminds me of a wedding scent, and I'm pretty sure I included this in like a top wedding perfume kind of video that I did earlier this year. My biggest advice with this perfume is let it kind of marinate on your skin, because the dry down of this is what truly made me fall in love with this. It's what ultimately made me buy this perfume. Such a stunning fragrance, literally stunning. Like, it's just elegant, bridal, ethereal, feminine, all that combined into one perfume. Then Pink Woods from Ariana Grande. Very different from her usual fragrances, which are more almost like toyish, have kind of like a juvenile vibe. This was definitely more of a grown-up, elegant collection coming from her brand, which I think is very fitting for where she's at right now. By the way, let me know if you guys have watched Wicked in the comments down below, because I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to. I know nothing about musicals. I just want to see it because all of the marketing of that movie just seems amazing, and I've seen the trailer and it looks really good. So let me know if you guys liked it. I believe there were 4 fragrances released to specific regions, which was a little odd but kind of unique because I've never seen that. The Pink Woods one was the North America exclusive scent, and I honestly really love this because it's exactly what it sounds. Pink Woods. It's super woodsy, but in a pink feminine way. It still has that sweetness that pretty much all of her fragrances do, but definitely with more of an elevated touch, which you can definitely see from the notes that are in here. It has notes of bergamot, lotus, middle notes of tea, vetiver, and jasmine, and then base notes of cashmere wood, cotton candy, and tonka. So for the most part, this has florals and a little bit more like mature notes, I would say, and then you get to the base notes and you see that fun cotton candy note, which just kind of livens it up, gives it a really fun, sweet touch that just sweetens the whole fragrance and kind of just takes away the seriousness out of some of the other notes. So I love that she still kept that in here, because I feel like if it was just no sweetness and just a fresh, elegant scent, then it would kind of just not really be her. So I feel like this was a perfect take on elegant and grown up, but still kind of remaining true to herself. So I love Pink Woods. Next, Cosmo from Kylie Jenner. This fragrance completely blew me away, okay? Like, this is one of the best fragrances that I tried this year. I cannot get enough of this scent. It is so good, elegant, and again, Floral Sweet Feminine. This has star jasmine and blood orange, middle notes of amber, red peony, and base notes of musk, vanilla, and cedar. This reminds me a little bit of Japanese cherry blossom from Bath & Body Works. I don't know why, I've always gotten that vibe when I smell this, but instead of more of a red vibe, it has like pink Japanese cherry blossom, which I'm pretty sure Japanese cherry blossom is pink, so I don't know what I'm saying. This is a really warm, fresh fragrance. Like, it's fresh and uplifting, but there's warmth, there's like a really soft sweetness. It's so nice. Honestly, from the thousands at this point perfumes that I've smelled, and out of my entire collection, I don't have any perfume that smells like this. Like, literally not a single one. And this perfume by far gets me so many compliments. My husband is in love with this perfume. Every time I put it on, he compliments me on it. And yeah, there's just something really almost fluffy, almost cotton candy-esque about it, but not in a sickly way. There's still pretty pink florals in it. I really, really love this. I love everything about it. I know people had a lot to say about this because, I mean, it is coming from Kylie Jenner, so anything that comes from that family, people have something to say. I don't care about the person. I literally am just talking about the perfume. The perfume is great, and that's all I really care about. This, I don't know why it took me so long to get my hands on this, but I kind of just always thought it was gonna just be another flanker that smelled like the OG Fantasy, but this has some punch to it. It actually smells like a high-end designer perfume. This is Britney Spears' Candid Fantasy. I don't know if it's the latest flanker in the Fantasy line, but I know it's fairly new-ish. Now, this perfume has top notes of bubblegum, strawberry, orange, middle notes of hibiscus, jasmine sambac, lily of the valley, and base notes of cupcake, musk, and sandalwood. We still have that cupcake sweetness, the same that we have in the OG Fantasy, but this one gives you that bubblegum, the strawberry, so it's just a little bit more fun and definitely goes with the Candid name. The bubblegum note is very short-lived in here, so is the strawberry. That's pretty much what you get in the opening, like for quite literally 2 seconds, and then it dies down. But I'm not mad because I think the dry down of this perfume is magical. This is not a linear fragrance because when it opens up, it makes you think, oh, it's pink, fun, girly, bubblegum, sweet, berry. But then it dries down in like a minute or two, and it literally just transforms into like a high-end, bougie, rich designer fragrance coming from like this pink, fun, girly, almost juvenile kind of bottle. You don't really think much of this, but just wait till it dries down and it just literally transforms into like a sophisticated, sweet, sandalwood, rich smelling scent. Like, it's literally a butterfly. It goes from caterpillar to butterfly. And the last celebrity perfume that I loved that I tried this year is this Betsy Johnson perfume, which I think was literally like $16 at Marshall's. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before, but I've never bought it. It comes in like this really colorful packaging, and I mean, even the packaging, it's giving cheap, tacky. Yeah, even if I saw this out of the cardboard box, I would stay far away from it because if I'm being real, it's just not really giving me high-end perfume smelling vibes. I love the scent of this. That's because I just really, really love the scent profile. This smells like Viva La Juicy. It smells like More by Cacharel. It smells like Nina by Nina Ricci, like Tease from Victoria's Secret. It's like all those fragrances combined into one, and it lasts forever. I blind bought this. I sprayed it on me all over when I got in the car, and as I was going about my day, I couldn't stop just catching whiffs of it every once in a while, and it was so nice. This has top notes of pear, blackcurrant, mandarin orange, grapefruit, middle notes of red apple, freesia, lily of the valley, and base notes of praline, amber, sandalwood, musk, cashmere wood, and cedar. Coming from a perfume that looks like this, there's actually a lot of rich, sophisticated notes in it, so it just, yeah, it kind of deceives you, but this is a perfect case of don't judge a book by its cover. Very much a hot early 2000s Y2K type smell. Next up, 2 of my favorite Arab fragrances that I tried this year. I tried a lot more than these 2, but these 2 were definitely the standout Arab fragrances that I tried, starting with Eclair by Lattafa. This perfume made me okay with not purchasing Bianco Latte because so many people have been telling me to get that, and like I've been saying, I may get that, but after having this, I just don't have a reason to because people keep saying that this is just like a spot-on dupe to Bianco Latte, and I really love this, but it's very specific, so I'm like, I don't really need 1,000,001 of this kind of scent profile, and this one does it so well that I can't imagine this scent getting any better. I mean, maybe Bianco Latte is, but I'm really just okay. And this was a fraction of the cost of Bianco Latte. This is a sweet, very, very sweet, ultra gourmand, lactonic, creamy, milky, praline, honey fragrance. It's got like the sweetest notes all in one perfume. It has notes of caramel, milk, sugar, middle notes of honey, white flowers, and base notes of vanilla, praline, and musk. It is just pure milky, creamy, caramel, sugary, warm vanilla dreaminess. It's the perfect cozy fragrance if you guys live in an actually cold climate, or you are lucky enough to experience snow, which I know some of you that actually do experience snow wouldn't call yourselves lucky, because I know a lot of you guys hate it, which I understand. I feel like we all want what we don't have, right? Like, I'm in Florida and all I get is sun, but all I want is snow. And I'm sure a lot of people that all they get is snow, all they want is sun. Why are humans like this? I don't know. But this, in cold weather, when it's snowing out and you're just like cozy in your house, such a cozy scent. You will smell like warm, delicious baked cookies. And then Liam by Lattafa. This is completely on the opposite end of Eclair, because this is not gourmand at all. It's just a woody, unisex, very unisex, just dreamy fragrance. This is a very unique scent, and this is actually a dupe for a niche perfume, which is BDK Gris Chanel. But the standout note in here is fig. I have been loving fig notes in my perfumes. This year was literally the year that I discovered fig, and it's become like a top favorite note for me at this point. There's just something about it. It's juicy, it's sweet. There's this intoxicating scent that it just leaves on your skin. I love fig. This one has cardamom, fig, black tea, middle notes of iris, vetiver, labdanum, base notes of vanilla, sandalwood, tonka, and patchouli. This is a very soft, green, kind of earthy, woodsy scent, but it kind of just leaves this fig-like, sweet, amazing scent trail that's in the dry down that I find absolutely intoxicating in this. Definitely kind of in the same family as scents like Versace Crystal Noir, which I know a lot of people really love, and I think that scent has now been discontinued, which is a shame because that's one of my most complimented scents ever. Like, always got compliments every time I wear that scent. Given all of the green and kind of more out there notes. Vetiver can be kind of harsh. Black tea, cardamom, patchouli, they can be pretty harsh, but overall it's such a smooth blend of everything. Nothing really stands out too much. It's not sharp. It's honestly smoother than I found BDK Gris Chanel, so I much more prefer this, and this is a fraction of the cost. Next up, I think this fragrance was like 20 something dollars, but so good. This is Pepe Jeans by Pepe Jeans London, and it looks like a martini glass. This fragrance smells like Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62, but it kind of has like a little bit of a cherry vibe in it. Now, it doesn't actually have cherry in the notes, but I'm getting that, and I don't know if that's maybe from this almondy kind of vibe that this has going on. This has top notes of marshmallow, almond, tangerine, middle notes of vanilla, vodka, almond milk, and base notes of amber and musk. It's pretty much like a nutty, boozy, almondy kind of scent, and for whatever reason I totally get cherry in here. It smells kind of like Yara from Lattafa, very similar to Sunset Glow from Bath & Body Works, and Sol de Janeiro, so definitely falls into that family of fragrances if you guys are familiar with those. If you like any of those, then you'd love Pepe Jeans. For the price point, it smells way more high-end than what it costs. Very much just a deep, warm, luxurious scent. Next up, Fraiche Fouette, which I've had all year and I still have not learned how to say this. This is from Le Monde Gourmand. It's like 25 bucks, and if you can tell, it has like a pink milky juice. It's a very like unique liquid for a perfume, but it quite literally smells like strawberry milk, like strawberry juice, but just like creamy. And the notes, this has strawberry and banana. That's exactly what it smells like. It's like a strawberry banana smoothie. It's those fruits mixed with like a creamy lactonic scent in it. Top notes of strawberry, banana, California orange, middle notes of butter, heliotrope, coconut water, and base notes of sugar and vanilla. Definitely more of a juvenile scent because it literally just smells like strawberry creamy candy, but it's so fun. it's like a burst of just strawberry banana goodness. So realistic and yummy, and kind of almost gives me this nostalgic early 2000s kind of vibe. And the very last perfume in this video, this is if you like just a straight up vanilla extract kind of scent, try out Ultre Mer's Vanille perfume. It's literally just a pure vanilla scent. This has notes of vanilla and cotton candy, but it is marketed as just mainly a vanilla scent. And I mean, I don't really smell that cotton candy, but then once I found out it had cotton candy, then I kind of smelled it. It's mainly just vanilla doing most of the work, with just like added sweetness from that cotton candy, which pretty much is just like even more sugar. Not too groundbreaking, but it is a really great vanilla fragrance. Really good for the price point, and a perfect layering scent because it is just like a single note fragrance. If you want to add vanilla to just about any fragrance you have, that is definitely the fragrance to go for, or just wear it alone. It works either way. It's just super edible though. Like I could literally eat this perfume. And that officially concludes my top favorite affordable perfumes that I tried in 2024. Let me know your #1 favorite affordable perfume that you tried out this year in the comments down below. Stay tuned for the final part, which is part 3, my favorite designers / niche perfumes. Thank you again to Julianas Perfumes for sponsoring today's video, and don't forget to use my code XENIA10 if you want to pick up anything for 10% off of your first order. That is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!